What is going on, guys and girls? It's Single Roleplay here once again. Today I'm shooting from a weird location, which is my vacation actually. So it's plus 31 here, and I'm also watching after part of Exile at this point and looking at things that are happening there. And obviously I'm taking a closer look what's happening right now. And today I want to share some thoughts on the new league, which is called the Synthesis League, which has just been announced. And so here are the thoughts. Basically. First of all, there's a massive, spell rework gonna happen in the Synthesis League, and it's pretty interesting. After the melee nerf, massive spell reworks looks pretty interesting, honestly. I'm really curious to see the full patch note details with all the buffs and changes that are going to happen to the underused skills. I'm really curious to see what I'm going to do with the Shock Nova build that I created several patches ago. There's also 3 old skills rework, like entirely rework: Flame Totems, Storm Burst, and Storm Barrier. Flame Totems was the first build that I did. I think it was 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. That was the very first build that I did, and it was shit. It was like super garbage, really like super crap. I made it to 73, I believe, or 65 or 8. I don't remember. I just started dying. I was a bit noob, so Flame Totems was shit. And now I really think that it will still be shit though. But Storm Burst is also pretty uninspired, lazy rework, just more conversion, and honestly not impressed at this rework at all. Storm Barrier, I'm yet to see what the hell is this, because it hasn't been possible to watch the video for this, because I'm like 10,000 kilometers away from my computer and internet is not very good. Yeah. So the biggest hype is probably the 6 new chaos and holy spells. There's new like layer of elemental things, which is holy. There's like holy element added. Really interesting. This is like completely new things, and this is one of the things that interests me the most. There's also a bunch of chaos spells. Very curious about these ones too. There's also a couple of new spell support gems called the Unleash and Spell Focus. And Spell Focus looks like the Elementalist, Ascendancy actually, where you get the area effect and then the area damage buff, and it looks a lot like this. So if you're not an Elementalist, then Spell Focus can definitely help. Another thing that I totally forgot, but you probably already seen the news and just want to talk a little about, is the whole Synthesis thing. There's a new NPC called Cavis, and we'll be exploring his memory, like going into his mind and jumping into clusters of his memories, which is also pretty weird, because it looks a lot like Shaper memory fragments collecting, which is basically the path to the Shaper and Uber Elder. This seems like a lazy Shaper memory fragments rework, honestly. Granted, there will be the full thing, the whole interface for these memory structures and stuff, but honestly this looks like a very cheap rework of the memory fragments collection, which is a bit lazy in my opinion. So there will be 16 new unique items. Nice. There's also a new layer of power creep, which are fractured items that can be found in the memories of the Cavis. And basically fractured items are like the veiled items, just a layer of power creep. I've seen that it's pretty easy to get crazy amount of energy shield, and I think I will be playing energy shield based character from the very start and the synthesis league. Another thing is the synthesized items, and synthesized items can be synthesized out of fractured items. You put free fractured items into the synthesizer that you can find, I think, at the end of the memories or what. And if you put like three fractured gloves, you get the synthesized gloves with the unique implicit. And implicits are incredibly strong there. I've seen the mods, and Jesus, this is just a power creep on top of another power creep. This will be really strong. I think these synthesized items are will be very interesting to check it out. So there's also an interesting thing about the betrayal. I was expecting that betrayal might go core because, you know, betrayal introduced tremendous amount of crafting mods, and with all the previous masters gone, there should be something done about this betrayal thing, the betrayal mods, and betrayal goes core in a way. I think this is a good thing because, you know, there's just too much crafting in betrayal happened, and just completely getting rid of the betrayal at this point would be retarded. So I'm quite satisfied that betrayal goes core, even though I didn't like it at all. But the crafting should definitely go core because without it, it will be like standard items will be completely pointless. So I'm quite happy with that. So I think that's about it for now, guys, and I'll be watching for the full patch note details, and quite possibly will be uploading another video before I go back home, maybe tomorrow. We will see the patch notes. This is what I'm looking for. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.